Welcome to the Unspoken Truth Podcast Show. This is your boy JB, aka Spoken. And everybody already knows that everyone that I bring on this show is a walking, living icon. And I don't ever say the special guest name. They say their name. So without further ado, who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with DeVon Franklin.
DeVon Franklin, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm alive, so I can't complain. I'm doing all right.
I can see that. I see you all, always staying afloat, keeping your spiritual awakening up. Your skin look good. You know what I'm saying? You good. You look good, brother. You know what I'm saying? You're glowing. You know what I'm saying? You're drinking plenty of water. I can tell.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Tons of it.
So
it got hot out here. I'm in LA. It got hot. So I'm trying to stay hydrated.
Man, so you over there stuck in the house too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, pretty much. My office is like down the street.
Okay.
Obviously my staff is working remotely. So once in a while, I'll, just pop down the street to grab a few things. But predominantly, I've been here in the house.
Okay. Now, this is going to be a different type of interview. I mean, we're going to have some ups and downs to this thing. So, DeVon, we have 18 questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm as ready. I think I am. That's my answer.
All right.
I think I am.
All right. And then towards the end, we have a pick one session where you have to pick one.
Pick in one.
Yeah, pick one. I might ask you like.
Oh, pick one. Okay.
Yeah, like,
all right.
Such and such and such and such. Well, what I want to do both. No, you can't do both. You got to pick one. All right. So here we go.
Got it.
Starting off, who is DeVon Franklin?
DeVon Franklin is God's thought. How about that?
Okay.
That's who I am. I am walking out God's thought. God had a thought. Here I am, and I'm trying to figure out what that thought was. I get glimpses of it, but I don't always know. So every day I'm trying to get clearer on that.
Okay. Now, DeVon, going to the second question, this is something that's going to hit you a little left. Give us a story of the worst whooping you've ever gotten by your mama or daddy.
Oh, man, listen. I was raised in a Black family. So there was one time. So my father passed away when I was 9 years old.
Okay. Mine passed away when I was 10.
Oh, wow, man. So yeah, man, it's not easy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your mother got remarried, but my mother did.
Yeah, mine did too.
Okay, yeah, and look, I've grown to, appreciate, my stepfather. Now he's kind of like our ex-stepfather because they're not married anymore. But growing up, we didn't always get along. Yeah. I'll never forget, there was one time when I was disrespectful to him.
Yeah.
And my mother went and got the vacuum cord. She got
the
vacuum, okay? The vacuum cord and the extension cord. Dude, I'm telling you, that was probably the last time I got whooped. It was
that's so crazy. Everyone always say their worst whooping is their last whooping. That's crazy. A vacuum cord and an extension cord?
Man, it was bad. It was really bad. The other one I'll say, which I was much younger. I was talking back to my mother.
Okay.
And she took her shoe and hit me, man, so bad. And I had a knot on my head. She dropped this off over my grandparents' house because they were watching this for the evening while she went out. And I was so embarrassed. My grandfather said, "Hey, what happened?" And I told him some lie about what happened. And then when my mother came home, she came to get us. She was like, "That's not true. He was talking back." So I went upside his head.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man, you win some, you lose some, but you learn every day.
Boy, I learned, man. I tell you, man, that's this generation today. They getting off easy.
Oh, man, speaking of the generation, it's kind of crazy how you said that. Because nowadays, of course, it's not nowadays. It's been like this for a while. We have social media, right? And a lot of people's faith are tested through social media, just like it was tested outside of social media when it wasn't here. So do you feel like, is social media bringing us closer or farther away from God?
I think it's doing both at the same time. There's no doubt that with social media, you're able to connect with more people who are sharing inspiration, sharing spirituality, sharing messages that do ultimately get you closer to God. I mean, you use social media, I use social media, and it certainly has an impact for the things that we do. But the challenge is that a lot of times we're basing our worth, we're basing our feelings, our thoughts on what's posted on someone else's pages. And a lot of times, and I don't mean to get too deep, but what happens is that if we don't control our thoughts and our emotions and our feelings, and we don't control and have perspective on our day, then we're going to allow whatever happens to our day to take us wherever it wants to happen. So here's what happens. We get on a phone and we have no idea what's going to come up next in the feed. Right. So we're just scrolling. So it's almost like we're just allowing ourselves to be open to whatever emotion, whatever may come. And we could be feeling great. And then we see somebody post something. We get mad at God because like, well, God, why are you doing that for them and not me? So at the same time that it's helpful, it can also be a detriment if we don't manage it and it manages us.
Most definitely. And speaking of managing, a lot of us, we have to manage our just our sanity and the way we deal with demons and stuff like that. So of course you hear it all the time, especially growing up in the church, where they'll say, "Oh, you a devil. Oh, don't go over there. That's the devil over there." Right. So let me ask you, what is a devil? And because people have devilish ways, and they'll say that person act like this. But what is specific? What is the devil like? Because we can call the devil anything, anybody.
Right. Well, I mean, I think if you look at it spiritually, you look at the devil going back to scripture. And again, I don't want to get super theological, but, Lucifer in scriptures, we are able to believe that Lucifer, who we refer to as Satan or the devil, was an angel who was cast down to earth along with a third of the angels because he rebelled against God. So fundamentally, when you are talking about the devil, you are talking about the supreme force of evil that each one of us confronts on a day-to-day basis. Now, do I believe that people in and of themselves are devils? There's a scripture that says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So basically what that means is that a person, there may be a spirit of the devil in them, but the person themselves is not the devil. Okay. So are there people that do things that are influenced by the devil? I think so. And I think that fundamentally it's really a battle between good and evil. Evil does harm, good does help. So that's really how I look at the devil, and also people that are influenced in that way. But I try to not label someone the devil, because that's the same person that God could be trying to redeem. So it's like, yes, they could be under the influence of the devil. They could be acting with devilish ways, but I try to resist labeling someone with that, because they may have been under the influence of the devil today, but they could be under the influence of God tomorrow. So that's something I always try to be mindful of.
People, of course, I hope so. They will think that you're not perfect, of course. And, you're a human being just like everybody else. Yes. Give us one, if you can do it, give us one demon that you fight with constantly, every day.
Oh man, the demon of self-doubt.
Oh, wow.
Every day. Again, going back, I'm a middle child of 3 boys. So as a middle child, most middle children that I know, we're always fighting for our place and trying to figure out where we fit, not only in the family, but in the world. And what that really gets to the heart of is self-worth, and not always feeling good enough, and not knowing where you fit and who, so for my entire life, that's a demon, right? That is a demon, because God is saying, yo, you are good enough. You can look at my life and there's plenty of examples for me to see, oh, I'm good enough. But that young kid in me, that middle child, that young boy that didn't know his place, man, that's the demon I work on every day. I work on it. I read, I study, I try to just change my self-talk so that talk of that younger kid doesn't disrupt what God is trying to do. But yeah, man, that's the demon, man. Look, like not feeling good enough, not feeling like, ooh, I got this. No, every time there's that little voice, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about, what you're doing. Nobody care. Like those are the things that I battle every day.
Is that the reason why you go so hard with everything that you do? Like,
absolutely.
It's like you taking from the outside looking in, it looks like you take a very militant approach to what you do every day.
Because it's true, man. It's true. I feel like, I gotta take that approach. One, because it helps me, and two, again, we're talking about social media, right? Where a lot of my inspiration is living currently.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to just get on a routine, and people just get by every day and never live.
Yeah.
So my feeling is like, yo, 2 people could watch a video, 200,000 people watch a video. At the end of the day, I've got to lean in, and I've got to be truthful, and I got to be bold and dynamic and militant, as you say, because I actually believe that these things work. Because being someone who's a middle child and being someone who's fought with their word, everything that I'm teaching is things that actually are things that work. Yeah. And I can be the poster child to say, yes, you know what, that motivation, that inspiration, that militant, like, yo, we got to get this. Yeah, you can do it. It's the things that's really helped me navigate some challenging moments in my life.
What gives you peace, and what will happen if you don't get that peace?
Ooh, Jesus, man, peace. I define peace as success.
Okay.
And I really feel that true peace is when I'm personally at a place where I just accept myself for where I am when I am.
Okay.
When I feel like, you know what, I'm good. Like, I'm not striving for something. I'm not, waiting for something to happen. I'm just appreciative fully in the moment. That's when I feel most at peace. I'm like, oh, I feel good. Like I can release.
Yeah.
If I can't find that peace, I go on a hunt for it.
Oh, yeah. You have to. You have to. You have to.
You gotta do it.
That's a must.
That's a must. I'm trying to figure out, where is it? Where did I leave it? What's disrupting it? What am I thinking that's working against it? What was the conversation that I had that really, robbed me of my peace? Or who said something that I allowed to disrupt my peace? So whenever I don't have it, I just try to go find it. Now, sometimes I can find it quickly. Other times, man, it may take days for me to really get back to a peaceful place, because that's ultimately what I'm pursuing, and that's really what I'm trying to help other people pursue, is that peace. Because listen, you can have money, you can have fame, you can have followers, but no peace. If you don't have peace, man, none of it.
You ain't got nothing.
You ain't got nothing.
Peace is everything, man. Peace is everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every time I walk in a room, because I know I have a certain type of energy where I can pick up on energy around the room. And there's a lot of people who really can't read energy in a room. They just don't have that type of discernment, or they don't have a sharp discernment. Can you give us pointers on how people can get their discernment sharper, how to sharpen it up, how to really tap into it? Because some people just don't have that gift, that have to sharpen it.
This is true. They may not have the gift, but you can build it. Here are a couple tips. It's so important to, when you're going into, let's say, a meeting setting, and there's going to be other people, right? So often when you're ready for a meeting, you're always thinking about, what can I get out of it? And so what happens is that selfish point of view puts blinders on, instead of saying, what am I here to receive? So if you go into a meeting, don't get me wrong, prepare for the meeting. If you have to pitch, prepare and all that kind of stuff, this is fine. But when you're going in, you're trying to say, okay, what am I here to receive? That idea of reception automatically indicates a signal that I'm trying to pick up. If my signal is weak, I'm going to have bad reception. So when I focus on what I'm here to receive instead of what I'm here to get, it automatically will help my discernment, or help your discernment wherever you need that help. So when you're going into the meeting, you're saying, oh, okay, what am I here to receive? That means I have to listen more. I have to really lean in and be more thoughtful. I have to answer the questions from that standpoint, versus saying, hey, I'm in this meeting. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm going to get. And you could be so tone deaf that you could miss things that are there for you. So it's really important to think, what am I here to receive? And this alone has helped me tremendously. I mean, there's a lot of meetings that I sit in, and I'm not always quick to speak. If it's not a meeting where I'm pitching, I'm there to listen. I'm there to hear. And I'm on the board of governors for the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. And, that's the organization that oversees the Oscars and so many other things. And there's a lot of times I'm in our board of governors meetings, and I may not speak until the very end, Why? Not because I don't have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I want to take in
everything.
I want to discern the energy
Mm-hmm.
so that when I'm speaking, I'm plugging into the energy,
mm-hmm.
right? I'm plugging into it, and I'm actually helping bring that energy together
mm-hmm.
instead of wanting to hear the sound of my own voice. And here I am talking through the whole meeting,
yeah,
and I'm disrupting the energy. So in order to really discern the energy, it's a mindset. What am I here to receive? Not just what am I here to get?
Hmm. Okay. I like that. I like that. All right. What's your take on woke culture? Not all the way, but the second question, the leading up question is, can you be woke, and serve God at the same time?
Well, the answer is yes. You can be woke and serve God at the same time, for sure. My perception on woke culture, I think it's, there's a lot of benefits to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This idea of being fully awake and not in a dream state is good, because it's one thing to have a dream, but it's another thing to be so awake that you are aware of the realities in life. And you are motivated and activated by those realities. That's good. That's really good. I think the only area of woke culture that gets sometimes detrimental is when that wokeness leads to some individual feeling like they have the ability to cancel someone. That's the only area of woke culture that I think we all should look at, because we've all done things that we can be canceled for. All of us have done things that if it was up to God, we if God wasn't if he wasn't merciful, if God didn't bestow his grace upon us, we'd be canceled by now for the things that we've done.
For real.
because of his mercy and grace, he gives us a chance to get it right.
For real, right?
That doesn't mean that we shouldn't hold people accountable who are doing things in the culture that need to be held accountable. But again, it's that same idea of calling someone a devil out, instead of saying that person is acting like or that person is being influenced by. There's a difference. So it's like, what, those actions deserve to be canceled, but we still have to leave room, even in a woke culture, for redemption. That those actions are canceled, right? But we still got to give that person room to get redeemed, because we all need redemption, right? We all do.
That's true.
So that's what I would say about woke culture.
Man, come again, man. Man, if I'm talking, man. I'm a poet. We always be like, come on, poet.
I love it.
Come on, prophet. Come on, prophet.
Let's go.
All right. So, DeVon, do you feel like you made it? And what would make you, and if you did or didn't, why not? What will, what won't?
That's a good question. So here's how I will answer that question.
Oh, okay.
So, I am completely addicted to faith.
Okay.
Completely. I'm just addicted to faith. Like I can't do without it. So this idea is, faith is the faith is the substance of things that we hope for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I'm not in faith, then my answer to your question is no, I have not made it.
Okay.
When I think about what it is, what making it looks like, I feel like I'm on the path to making it, but I don't feel like I've made it yet. Okay. I don't feel that, my voice is at a place yet in the culture where I aspire for it to be. I don't yet feel that, I have certain things relative to my purpose that have manifested yet. So when I'm not thinking through the lens of faith, my answer is I have not made it yet.
Okay.
When I look through the lens of faith, and this is the key for anyone, trying to advance in their purpose, I believe. When I look through the lens of faith, I have to then say, well, no, I have made it.
Yeah.
Why? Because faith is the substance of what I'm hoping for, and it's the evidence of what I don't see. So I have to take what I don't see in the natural and use that as evidence to fuel my faith of what I do see in the spirit.
Yeah.
So, when I'm in faith and I really allow that faith to take hold of my spirit, my answer is yes, I have made it. I see it. I know who I am. I know what I'm called to do. I understand my impact. And I'm just waiting for life to catch up with what I already know about myself. So that, in going back to the question you asked earlier about, what I struggle with, it's like I struggle with when that voice says I'm not good enough. It takes me out of faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
It keeps me in this, I don't have enough this and that and all these crazies. But when I stay in faith, I'm like, oh yeah, I've already made it. I've made it because I can see it and I feel it and I know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And then all I got to do is it's just like a movie.
Yeah.
When you've seen a movie before, you know what's getting ready to happen. Why? You've seen the trailer and you've already seen that film. So this part's it's about to get good. So when I'm in faith, I can look at my life and instead of being discouraged, I get encouraged because I'm like, oh, this is about to get good.
Yeah.
That vision. I know I made it. So that means everything in my life is about to change and align with that vision. So my goal every day is to stay on that side of the tracks, the faith side, and resist the temptation to live on the other side.
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right. So DeVon, I'm pretty sure you hear all the time, oh man, y'all living in LA, the devil hang over there, you up in that industry, see, you over there shaking hands with the devil. So is the industry a suitable place for a child of God?
Well, I'm a child of God and I'm in the industry. So I would say yes, but I would put it in asterisk. So yes, it can be a suitable place for a child of God. Okay. If that child of God is clear of their intent, why they want to be in entertainment. Now, I don't have to tell you, entertainment is, it's powerful. Yeah. It's seductive. It comes with incredible benefits, but also massive challenges. Yep. And if you are a child of God and you're trying to navigate entertainment, you've got to be clear on your intention. You've got to be clear why you were there. Because if you're not, it's the type of business that can completely, it can tear you up. It can tear you up, man, turn you around, spit you out. Because and this is why, I've been in entertainment since I was 18 years old. Okay. And but from 18 years old to today, I have always been clear on why I'm here. I'm here in entertainment to make a difference, to use entertainment as a medium for inspiration, hope, to bring people, closer to God, to make the case for God in certain types of content. I'm here. That intention is really what has propelled my success in entertainment. And it's also what has helped keep me grounded. Because there have been opportunities or situations and I'm just like, no, that doesn't align with my intent. No, I can't do that. No, I'm not going to go there. Yeah. No, and then that also helped me know what to say yes to. Ooh, yeah, I'm saying yes to that. That aligns with mine. Yes. So yes, a child of God can make it, but they've got to stay clear of their intention. They've got to stay close to their why. And they really have to pray their way through, because this is the type of business that in one moment you can be off. Yeah. Just in a moment, and then that 1 degree of
takes you way low. Yep. And it's hard to drive that car back.
Oh, it is, brother. It is.
It almost seems impossible. And that's why a lot of people quit.
Yeah. It seems impossible. It's not. It can be done, but it takes awareness, and it also takes a commitment to get it right. And like if you've seen those aircraft carriers in the sea, if you're trying to right the ship, you can't take a ship that big and turn it and expect that it's going to be right overnight.
Oh, it's going to take some.
It's going to take some time. So this is where someone has to give themselves grace, right? Yeah. So if someone's gone off the wrong path, it's not just like, oh, I repent and I got to change. Like, no, just let the same way you went that way, intentionally let him guide you back where you need to be, in a pace, in a way that you can sustain it. Yeah. Because sometimes when we go wrong, we make that hard left so quick that, but it's not sustainable. Yeah. Because it's not really rooted in anything. It was just it was really a reaction, right? It was a reaction. It was an impulse. So the same way we impulse that way, we impulse that way. And I think in order to really get our walk back right, we just have to give ourselves grace and patience to get it back the way it needs to be, so that when it's there, it can be sustained, versus a journey that keeps going like this.
Talk to him. All right. I got to ask you about this coronavirus stuff now.
Yeah, cool.
One of the first things I thought, and which is a lot of people thought, because before I tweet anything and before I actually post anything online, especially when I feel the world moving a lot, I like to sit still, and I kind of I'll pray on it, I'll think on it, meditate over, talk to God, talk to myself, and then I'll come up with whatever I feel like I'm being fed. And I felt like, because I've been a stay-at-home dad for 2 years, and I felt like I've been quarantining before quarantine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually this is actually a walk in the park for me. So
nice.
And I actually feel that God, of course, is making the world sit down, and a reset button has been hit and it has been set. So what's going through your mind? What were you fed?
Yeah, no, I love what you just said, and that's part of one of the things I've been fed, which is a reset. I don't, and I tell people this all the time, like I don't profess to know why God has allowed this fully. All I can do is do my best to glean some insights on what we're supposed to do with it, but I don't necessarily fully understand why He allowed it to happen, and may not get that understanding until we're, in heaven and can ask the question. So what I glean from it is a reset. What I glean from it is an opportunity. I really thought about this. Two things. One, through this period of time, in terms of looking at it as a reset, look what it's done to the earth, in terms of pollution, in terms of, air quality, in terms of the environment. I mean, maybe this moment has allowed there to even be more time for this earth to sustain us as humanity through this virus. And then I look at us, think about how hard we were running and busy and all the things we were doing to move our agenda and our plan forward. Maybe this reset has added years to our life. Maybe this reset of not being able to run as fast and hard has extended our lifetime much longer than we may have ever been able to because of how we were running. So, I'm gleaning from it the reset. I'm also gleaning from it surrender. And here's what I mean by that. I'm trying to completely surrender, not only to just the moment, but also who I'm supposed to be. Meaning, maybe there were some things I was doing before that just weren't working. And maybe God is trying to shed those things. So I just have to fully surrender to His will in these moments to say, okay, God, not my will, but yours be done. So if that means there's certain things that have to go, take them. If that means you're going to bring certain things to me, I'll accept them. Whatever it may be, let me be open to this period of surrender and reset, so that when we get back to work and things start to pick up again, I'm doing it from a different mindset. I'm doing it from a place of more peace, a place of more confidence, and also a place of rest. Like, I don't need to get out there and run so hard as if I don't run, things aren't going to work. No. We've been quarantined for months and everything we made it through okay. So I just want to make sure when I come out of the reset, I come out better than how I went in.
Okay. Top 3 favorite church songs. One of mine is, "Oh Lord,
how excellent.
How excellent." I ain't gonna go there.
Come on.
You go ahead and do your thing. But you got go ahead and give us the 3.
Okay. Here's one of my top. This is not in order of like 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So if you want to break down and cry, now,
here you go.
Listen to "Running Back to You" by Fred Hammond when he was with the group Commission.
I know.
That song,
I know what that is.
Done.
I listen to Fred Hammond a lot. I gotta see if I know.
Oh man, listen, it's when he was in the group Commission.
Okay.
"Running Back to You." That song, forget about it.
Okay, "Running Back to You." That's
okay. Yes. It is, man. Oh, that bad boy is crazy.
Okay.
The other song is by the Hawkins family, "Jesus Christ is the Way."
Okay.
This is an oldie but a goodie. Tremaine Hawkins sings the lead. Oh my goodness. Again, another song if you just want to cry your eyes out.
Okay.
This song it's a quintessential gospel song by one of the the greatest gospel families in the history of gospel music, the Hawkins family.
Okay.
You've got Walter Hawkins, I believe it was on his album.
Okay.
The other one I would say, if I had to pick one, you know, I mean, I'm a huge Kirk Franklin fan. I'm producing his life story, his biopic. We're making that as a movie.
Okay.
And, you know, the song, I mean, thank you. I love so many songs of his, but, you know, I got to give Stomp. You know, Stomp is just that quintessential, you know, gospel jam. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it changed the game.
It changed the game. It changed the game. And, you know, it's interesting because you can point back to that moment and what it did. And we haven't quite had another Stomp moment yet. So I'm curious to see what ends up happening.
I remember being a child and, you know, I would hear trucks pass by and, you know, the older church members at the time, you hear that bass hitting in the truck. Doom, 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 doom. Like, what is that? Man, he's talking about Jesus, Grandma. I'm trying to
right. Grandma, that's Kirk Franklin. That's Kirk Franklin.
All right. Here we go. Name 2 good people, good folks in the industry. Good folks. It could be anybody. It just good people. Them good folks.
Good people. Okay, there's a lot of them. There's more good people in my experience than not so good people in entertainment. The first 2 that came to mind, it's really 3. I'm gonna give
3. Okay.
3 that came to mind for me.
Okay.
1, my wife.
Okay.
2, Will Smith, and 3, Oprah.
Oh Lord.
Those are 3 people that are really, truly good people among many. You know, Tyler Perry, good person. Like, you know, in my experience, all of these people, in addition to a long list, these are people that are really, really good.
Okay. I got a Will Smith question for you later. That's why I said, oh Lord.
Okay. All
right. Let's go ahead and get into the pick one session, man. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Pick one, DeVon. You can't say both. You got to pick one. Okay. You might answer some of them, y'all. I hope he do. I hope he go all the way through with it, y'all. And when I ask some of these questions, when you say, well, what do you mean by that? You can think of it in whichever preference you decide to look at it. All right?
Okay.
All right. So however way you decide to look at it. Movie theater or Netflix?
Movie theater.
I already knew you were going to say that. Why?
Because there's nothing like being in a dark theater with amazing sound and the big silver screen to transport you to another place. Mm-hmm. I love watching movies on Netflix. I have no problem with it, but there's something magical that happens.
Yeah.
When we can be in that theater, we're just transported, and it captures our imagination, our emotions, our spirit, and that's why I love the movie theater experience.
Okay. Here we go. Moving on. Mary or Yolanda Adams? And now you pick your own preference. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I'm gonna go with Yolanda Adams.
Adams.
I love Mary, but Yolanda Adams, opened my heart. Oh man. Whew. All
right.
Yes.
Will Smith or Samuel Jackson?
Oh, come on, that's easy. I'm going with
he rolling with his mans.
I love Sam, but I'm going with
All right. Now, this question, what I'm asking, is gonna seem kind of weird, but I literally ask everybody this question, okay?
Okay.
And it has a follow-up question as well. But I know what one of your questions, I know what one of your answers is going to be.
All right.
DeVon, you're running on a bridge. You look in the water. You see your best friend drowning and your career drowning. Who you saving?
The best friend.
I already knew that. I knew you were going to say that. All right. Now, here's what I want to know, this follow-up question. All right, DeVon, you're running on the bridge. You look in the water. You look down. You see your best friend drowning. And on the left, you see Jesus.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm going to save the best friend because I'm going to assume that Jesus can walk on water.
Good answer. All right, y'all. Let's hope and pray that he answer this question. Everybody answer this last question, but let's hope and pray he answer this one, y'all. Okay, all right, y'all. Last question of the night. Oh, let's see if we answer this. DeVon, if you had to pick between your penis and your eyes, which one you getting rid of?
Dang, that's a hard question.
On you. It's on you. I ain't mean to do it to you, but I had to.
That's a tough question. You know, I mean,
how you gonna write your books now? How you gonna write your books? And well, you can do audio.
I would probably keep my eyes. I gotta be honest.
You keeping his eyes?
I'm keeping my eyes.
You keeping his eyes? All right, y'all. Y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it. And we got him to answer the question. He answered it, y'all. He answered it. Let's go. All right, man. It was really good having you on the show. Seriously, man. I really thank you. I appreciate you. You do amazing work. We know it's not easy work, but you make it look easy. You lead by great example. It's just so many good words that I can't even sum into one. But here are your flowers while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Here are your flowers.
Thank you.
Give us all your information.
Yeah. Man, listen, I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at DeVon Franklin. Also, my website, DeVonFranklin.com. I have a mentor mail list. People, get weekly inspiration and blasts that I send out. So, we just out here trying to do our part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Thank you again for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
And
appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. And much love to you and your family. And take care, man. Love you, man.
Thank you. You too, man. Love you back.